So with that in mind, we are sticking with hacking. We pulled out of our show jumping qualifiers as Mary wasn't right. So we pulled out of that, and I thought I can save her for another day. She started coming back in to work again now. She has now got a permanent, I don't know if you can see this, but she has a permanent lump just here. That's not going to go now. That is just basically like extra bone growth. I've been told it's nothing to worry about and that I can carry on as normal. But with her age, at sort of 16, we are taking it a bit steadier. You know, we're halfway through transitioning to barefoot. So we're just enjoying this sort of pace of life. I'm going to look into doing some sort of dressage with her. She doesn't really like dressage, but you know, I'll look into some dressage, and I will look into endurance riding, like sponsored rides and things like that. We'll see if we can do some of those, and we will also look into swapping our dressage saddle to one that actually fits, because I find it's too big for me in the bum. I've lost a bit of bum weight, and Mary's, she's long back, she could take an 18-inch saddle, but she's better in a 17-inch. And Wintex really aren't the same shape as the Fairfax that she's got, which is for more flat back, which she's like a tabletop at the minute. She's very fat, very round, very belly close to the ground. She's put on some weight, bless her, in her little holiday. So yes, we're all good. I've obviously dyed my hair purple, and well, it was all purple, but it's going grey at the top because I have no competitions to go to, and I just don't see the point. So I'm not running at the minute, which means I get incredibly fat, stuffing my face and all the chocolates and cakes at home. Not the best thing to be doing. And obviously Mary's, that's about Mary's exercise at the minute. She's got some new hoof boots riding within the next week. Her previous owners moved to France now, so we sort of send little updates via messenger to her previous owner, which is nice. But I really want another Mary. Obviously I want to stick Mary in foal next year. She's so funny. I want to stick her in foal next year, so I really want to I really want to find another one. I want to go to the sales and find one to produce, because she's given me all my confidence back from my early 20s, which is fantastic for me. So I'd love to take on a horse that's basically like I was going to end up at the Beat Man, and see what I can do to help that horse. The idea would be a project to sell, but I know me, I'm highly likely I'd get too attached and end up keeping it. We can't tell the partner this. We're going to sell it. Yes dear, we're going to sell it. We're not going to keep it. And Mary can be involved in that stage. Right. So that she can just have a lazy plod around the woods and just enjoy life. Being a bit of a broodmare. So if anyone knows of any Connemara's or any Connemara sales coming up, thanks Mary, or any Connemara crosses, ideally I only want a 148, I don't want anything huge, but sort of like 148, so sort of 14.2 to 15.2. I'm only 5'6" and I'm under 11 stone, and I ride incredibly light. I don't tend to actually sit in the saddle, and it's one of my big things I get told off for. I can deal with buckers, I can deal with rearers, I can deal with bolters if I really have to, but I am prepared literally to back and do everything completely on my own. Thanks to her. I thank her. She got my confidence back. It's down to this one. Here. I love her. And she's with me for the rest of her days. Quite literally for the rest of her days. As will her baby, whenever we actually get round to sticking her in foal, which will be early next season. We're looking around April time, I think, to put her in foal. So I've got the March, hopefully, to do at least a event. Yes, you. go out and actually finish the cross-country phase, because obviously we didn't get around at Kiso. Don't quite know what happened there. She just wouldn't go forwards in the warm-up, and we had a few issues, and I obviously fell off once. She headbutted me in the face the second time round, but we jumped the fence, and I decided, well, we'll go to the start box and see what happens. Big mistake on my part, because we had 2 refusals, and then I pulled out. I said, no, I'm not going to do this. Excuse my rather dirty hands. So I pulled out, deciding actually it's just not worth our time today. But she'd produced a cracking clear round show jumping that day, and she'd really worked really hard for me, and I do wonder if perhaps she finds it too straining. She just finds it a bit stressful. So I almost consider trying to do the 3-day over at Kiso, and obviously have it split over the 3 days, so she comes out fresh as a daisy each day, because she's much better when she's been stabled overnight before going to an event, and has a lot more beans in the tank, so to speak. I can't feed her high energy foods because it sends her a bit, and she goes a bit doolally. So yeah, it is what it is, and unfortunately I know I've completed my wobbleberry challenge, but I still want to get around the cross country, so I can just see me ended up doing some hunter trials over winter, if we can find any when the ground's nice and soggy. Just to have a bash, basically, because hey, why not? Never say never. I haven't left the ground since we did show jumping training, and I hit the ground multiple times. How many times can you fall off in one lesson? Apparently quite a few if you're called Rachel. And you have a horse called Mary that's not quite concentrating, and is looking ahead into the distance going, oh look, there's people over there in the background. Yeah, there's a fence there, Mary. It's coming out quite quickly. Oh, but Mum, there's a... fence! Slams the anchors on. What do? Nearly sit it, and over the top of the fence, just about landing on my feet. More than once. I had some spectacular falls that day. That's the most I've fallen off her in one session. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. Who knows? Right, I suppose I better go back home. It's going to rain. I'm not looking like this black sky. It's not very appealing to me. It's very busy. It's going to piss it down, isn't it? Lovely. So, that in mind, I'm off to go get back in my car and go sort out my children and my delightful stepchildren, as I have a house full. Yay. See you later.